Welcome, my name is Transleona. I'm a raccoon girl on Twitch. The following is a recording of one of my latest streams on Twitch. Sit back and relax, and I hope you enjoy the show. The liberal spurted on. I've underestimated you even more than I previously thought. Our invasion of Liberal was far more of a fool's errand than I'd even imagined. That much, at least, is painfully obvious to me now. What are you going on about? Oh wait, crossbow, Renee, sorry to change the subject, Your Majesty, but... Still ask Queen Alicia about Renee's parents. My goodness, a child abandoned at the royal villa? I must instruct Raymond to keep me better informed, it seems. I know it's a shot in the dark, but I don't suppose you have any idea of where they might be, Your Majesty. No, I'm very sorry, but I do not. However, if they visited the castle, especially recently, Hilda would know of it. Have you spoken with her? Yeah, we did. Hilda only said they were behaving a little strangely. I see. Well, should you wish, I can contact Mayor McDowell and the Crossbell government. If that would help, ask whatever you need. Oh, thanks. Grandmother, thank you for all your help. We need to move on, unfortunately. But, don't be nervous. I know what you wish to say, I think. You'll be staying in the castle tonight, yes? Let us speak then, once you are no longer busy. Alright. My goddess, such royalty. I would say she's the only person on the continent with that sense of balance. Yeah, sort of feels weird to say coming from a democracy, but she's the perfect ruler. I kind of envy Liberal, to be honest. Heh, of course. She's the queen after all. Chloe, what's wrong? Oh, it's nothing. I was just struck again by how incredible a woman grandmother is. I really doubt I can ever live up to her. Oh. Princess? When did Her Majesty the Queen take the throne? Oh, she was 20, if I recall correctly. And may I ask your age? I'm 16, but what? Ah. Heh, my point. I truly doubt Her Majesty was a master politician the day she took the throne. And you're not even as old as she was when she first donned the purple. I see little point in comparing yourself to her as she is now, wouldn't you agree? We martial artists tend to say that only those with the proper capacity can achieve the thing called unity of purpose. Even those with the greatest innate skill, like say Walter, only reach their peak through a journey of 1,000 steps. I think Her Majesty believes you have the capacity to get there, Princess. Just take it one step at a time. Don't worry. Olivier, Zin, thank you, really. Good job, you two. Chloe's gonna be an awesome queen someday. I guess you get good with pep talks as you get older, huh? Get older? How rude. I'm a fresh, useful 25. 5 years younger than Zin here, even. You're one to call out someone on being rude, Olivier. Well, anyway, we've spoken to Hilda and Grandmother both. Yep, back to town then, I guess. Yes, must be off. So much reading. Evening already? Time does fly when you're having fun. The only letter victims have yet to visit is the Liberal news. Yep. Well, let's not waste any more time, eh? Let's get over there and see what's what. Alright, gotta go talk to Anton. See how our love-struck creepo is doing. The evening sun, dyeing the white clouds such a brilliant scarlet color. And me, such a small piece in the grand scheme of things. Hey, Ricky, I, who am so insignificant, what should I do? Why don't you try running after the evening sun? Not sure how much it'll accomplish, but you might find yourself feeling better just from the flow of things. Now then, time's come around, I'm gonna call it a day. Reporters are always here late, must be hard. I always feel a little bad for leaving before them every day. There he is. Hey, Neil. Hello. Who in the hell? Well, what do you know? You guys, how you doing? Good day, Neil. Hey, pardon our intrusion. Oh, it's that bard guy. And, Your Highness. Good day to you. Yeah. You even have Zen the Immovable of Calvard with you. You got kind of a gang going here, Estelle. A lot of stuff's happened since we last met. How'd your coverage of the election in Iran go? Damn well, that's how. Got the article done, thanks in part to you guys. Speaking of, what brings you by today? Got a hot scoop for your old buddy Niall? Well, actually, we're the ones who'd like to know something. We heard the Liberal News received a threatening letter. You guys are investigating that thing? I figured the military would have been taking care of that one. We're working on requests from the military, actually. So, do you know anything? Well, I just got back to the capital, so I don't know much. To be honest, I'd like to hear what you guys know, if anything. That's real helpful, Niall. Come now, you're a newsman, a hound for a good story. Surely you must have a clue as to who our villain is. I don't have time for this. That's a bit impolite, you two. Niall, I know there's a lot to ask, but please, if you know anything at all, share it with us, please? Oh, hey, Your Highness, you don't need to lower your head to me. Fine. Okay, so this is off the record, but we ain't the only ones who got a letter. Not even close. Easton Fortress got one, then the Cathedral, the Airship Company, the Hotel Riambon, and then both embassies, Grantshill Castle and the Urbe Royal Villa all got one too. There were 9 letters in total. Huh? Something wrong? Neil? We heard that from the military already. What? Damn it, that was my big scoop for the day. Doesn't look like we're gonna get much out of this. Yeah, time to move on, I think. Now you wait just 1 second, Missy. Keep talking like that. Neil Burns, star reporter for the Liberal News, is gonna have a meme worth a pile of crap. Alright. Let me let you in on my take of this whole mess. Well, okay. You may want to be brief, Mr. Burns. Fine, listen up. Here's the short of it. My gut tells me this is some kind of huge prank. The threats aren't real. We thought of that too. You sound awfully sure though. Am I telling us why you're so convinced? Okay, trick is, I've covered terrorist threats like this before, right? But with this, there's no reality to the threat. Threats only work and have power if they describe or at least imply something nasty is going to happen, see? These letters have exactly none of that. Mr. Burns does have a point. Disaster will be visited upon you does not offer much in the way of a specific terror. Exactly. Got a hunch this isn't about stopping the signing ceremony at all. It's more about getting people worked up over a threat and then sitting back and watching the fireworks. I see. That's kind of a good point. There is some sense behind it. I'm still bothered by the fact that so many letters were sent, though. Each and every one was sent to a place involved with the ceremony. Yes, for a prank, whoever did this seems to know a lot about what's happening. That does seem kind of true, on the surface. Think about it though, all that info would be pretty easy to find with a little digging. Hell, I knew about those places weeks ago. Anyway, I'm going to be working this on the assumption that it's a prank. Maybe you guys should stick to your guns about it being a real threat, and we can compare notes later, eh? Yeah, good idea. Thanks, Neil, that actually helped a lot. Damn right it did. Just stop by if you want to swap stories. I'll be sitting around here until the pact's signed. Okay. Speaking of sitting around here, I don't see Dorothy anywhere. Ah, right, she's off working the Bose region. I sent her to snag some photos. Wait, for a special of some kind? Yeah, related to the Royal Army. Remember that old fort the Sky Bandits were using as a base, right? That one that you guys busted? The Army decided those rats had the right idea and have claimed and repurposed it as a training facility. They're running airship pilot training out of there now. Oh, okay, neat. So she went off to get coverage of the base then? That's the idea, yeah. I was a little worried about sending her out on her own, but gotta do it sometime. Dorothy out on her own, huh? Scary. Oh, wait, speaking of girls out on their own, what's up? Estelle explained the situation with Renee's parents. Harold Hayworth, a trader from Crossbell. Never heard of the guy. Pretty sure he's never been in our classifieds or our wanted column either. Figures. But hey, that's part of the job, right? If you guys are totally stuck, I'll help you out. We can put them up in the classifieds if you want. I even know a few people in Crossbill I could poke. Thanks, Neil. You're way more reliable than I thought you'd be. I think I need to upgrade my opinion of you. Ha, of course you do. Wait a minute, what do you mean? Was I not reliable before? Just kidding. Alright, let's get back to the guild house then. Sherazard should be back by now. Hopefully, yes. Thank you again, Neil. It was no big. Come by again anytime. Almost done. We're back. Welcome back. Sorry, I knew you were a bit late. Hey, where'd Tina and Renee go? They returned just before you did. I believe they're enjoying the spoils of a hard-fought shopping campaign on the second floor. Sounds like they had fun. Anyway, we've got a lot to report. Yes, please. I see. Sounds like you had a fairly productive day then. I guess we didn't get anything decisive though. Shara, did you find anything? I managed to find a very large pile of nothing. The hotel, the cathedral, the airship company. No one had the slightest clue as to who would send such letters. The leader of the airship company is deathly afraid the sender might demand money next. There haven't been any follow-up letters, though, to anyone. Damn. Doesn't really narrow things down much. How likely do you think it is the society's behind all this? I don't think we can safely say that at this point. Their primary focus up till now has been experimenting with those bizarre gospel orbments they possess. And we know the Gospels can create phenomena otherwise unimaginable. Those devices certainly haven't shown an ability to create threatening letters from nowhere, however. And this doesn't really seem like it matches the Society's MO. Yeah, I guess Ron and Zeiss just have me on edge. No, it's perfectly understandable. Regardless, I think we can safely say we've done our part. I'll compile all your testimonies into a report. Can I ask you to deliver it to Colonel Sid in the Urbe Royal Villa tomorrow? Sure. We don't find the sender in the end, so I feel kind of bad, but I guess it's all we can do. Oh, Urbe, right, Shara, did you find anything about Renee? I did have some results on my end, though not in the way I expected. Let's start with the hotel. Hayward's, all three of them, definitely stayed there for about 2 weeks. They kept the same room for the entire time, in a fairly typical tourist fashion. It's only just this morning that they checked out. Okay. I then visited the cathedral. It seems the Haywards came to worship a number of times while they were there. However, the father who ministered to them said he felt there was something off about their behavior. That they seemed distracted during prayer, specifically. That would match what Miss Hilda said. Yeah. And finally, the airship company. That's where things get very strange. Strange? How so? The names are Harold, Sophia, and Renee Hayworth from Crossbill, yes? There are no records of anyone matching those names, nor that nationality, and the records go back 6 months. No way, but that is a mystery. So perhaps they traveled by land? Wait a minute, that can't be right. When we first met her, she was talking about landing in an airship. Yes, at Airleton. She said she saw a lake on the way down. Troubling. It's possible they were traveling under assumed names? Assumed names? Why would they? They may have had something to hide, or they may have been hiding from someone. Either way, they must have known something was wrong before they set out. I've contracted every guild branch in the country about Renee's parents. For the moment, all we can do is wait for more information to come in. As for Renee herself, I think it would be best if she stayed in the care of the guild for now. Yeah, I'd feel terrible if she got wrapped up in something. Would you leave her with me, maybe? The mission kind of feels personal now. I was going to suggest that, actually. Thank you. The guild will pay for everyone's lodgings while you're in Granshill, naturally. That includes Renee, so don't worry. Thanks, Elnan. Me, listening, not hearing a single word, to Sherazard intently. Oh wait, speaking of staying the night, we might not actually need that tonight, you see. Estelle told Shara about the information to stay at the castle. Mine, that's quite an invitation. It is, honestly, I'm absolutely love to stay there again, but I'm afraid I'll need to decline this time. It will be far easier for the guild to reach at least one of us at the hotel. Oh, I hadn't thought of that. We might hear something about Renee's parents, I guess. I should stay at the hotel too, then. Sorry, Chloe. No, don't worry. I'll explain the situation to Hilda. I'm sure she won't mind. Sid and I are to stay at our respective embassies. The princess shall retire to her castle, naturally. So that means you two and the girls will be staying at the hotel then? Parting on these terms would be dreadfully dull. Since we're all together this evening, shall we enjoy a nice dinner at the bar? Good idea. And you know, I'd actually like to hear you play the piano again, Olivier. It's been a while. Ah, sweet maiden, you know just how to pluck my heartstrings. Here, have you come to appreciate an amateur flavor at last, I wonder? I'm going to snap those heartstrings if you keep it up. Snappy or no, we should get going. With a group this large, it could be hard to find seating. Alright, let's call the girls and be off. That evening, Estelle's group and Renee had dinner at the Sunbell Inn. Olivier, as if it were second nature, took to the piano after a few drinks. Ultimately, even Mueller and Miel were called to come and join. And so passed a pleasant evening in Gransel. Finally! Okay, let's split up here then. Chloe, be careful on your way home. It's not that far. I think I'll be fine in the capital. Huh? Miss Chloe, you live in Gransel? Yes, I do. I'll be staying at my grandmother's house. Oh, if you'll pardon me. Have a good night, Chloe. Good night, Chloe. That was one heck of a party. Olivia even dragged poor Mueller into it. And who was it dragged poor Mr. Burns into it all? Not that he seemed to mind. Well, I figured, what the heck. Renee, did you have fun? Yeah, I did. That food was good and everyone was talking about neat stuff. Piano music was really pretty too. Yeah, Olivier is really good at it. I was kind of surprised. Well, he's not all hot air when he calls himself a traveling performer, I guess. Sure you want to duck out already, Shara? Sid and the others are still having a lot of fun. Professional courtesy, Estelle. If I stayed, you know I'd just drink them under the table. Since we do have work tomorrow, I thought I'd cut out early and spare them the pain. Fair enough. Let's go to our hotel rooms then. Pardon, are you Bracers and company we are expecting? Forgive me, but we were unable to secure a 4-person room for you. Would you be willing to accept a pair of 2-person rooms? Oh, sure. How do you want to split them up, Shara? I'm fine with any arrangement. Set up however you please. I want to be with Miss Estelle. You've been busy with work, so we haven't had any time to talk at all. No fair, Renee. I wanted to be with Estelle too. Then you should have said so sooner, Slowpoke. I know. What if we all three of us stayed in the same room? We could share a bed. No, that's okay. I'll let you borrow Estelle for tonight, Renee. Hehe, thank you, Tita. I think I just got horse traded. You do have a way with the ladies, Estelle. Well, that leaves the two of us, Tita. How about I show you a few tarot card games before we settle in for the night? Okay. Oh wow, this room isn't like the one I stayed in with Papa and Mama. They have a big building outside the window. Oh. Miss Estelle, what's wrong? Nothing really. More importantly, I'm sorry, Renee. We couldn't find your Papa or Mama today. It's okay. Papa and Mama promised they'd come get me. You don't need to search so hard, but Papa and Mama are very good at hide and seek. Not as good as me, of course, but still good. So I don't think you'll find them very easily. Haha, is that right? Well, I won't try so hard to find them, but only if you're okay with it. Yeah, it's okay, it's for the best. But never mind that right now. I have 2 big favors to ask of you. Oh, what's up? Hahaha. I can't tell you unless you promise to do them ahead of time. Eggs, did your papa teach you to drive a bargain like that? Okay, sure, if it's something I can do, I promise I will. Really? Yay. The first thing is, can I call you Estelle from now on? Call me... Oh, you mean drop the whole Miss part? Yeah. Tita gets to call you Estelle all the time, so I don't want to have to call you Miss Estelle. Is that right? Alright, I don't mind. I never stood that much on formality anyway. It's not like I'm your teacher or anything. So you really don't mind? Estelle. Oh, I love it. Glad you like it. Call me Estelle as much as you want, Renee. Okay, Estelle. Hehe, that makes me happy. Aw, that's good. So what's the other thing, Renee? Oh yeah, well, you tell me why you were so surprised when we came in the room? Ah, you had this really sad, lonely look on your face. I want to know why. Is that okay? Yeah, it's okay. See, I've actually stayed in this very room before, with someone else. Stepping in here just reminded me of him. Really? Was it your lover? Was this your love nest? Not quite. He's someone I've known for a really long time, and we've gotten very close, but, well, it's complicated. We're not together right now, though. Oh. Well, what kind of man is he, huh? What's his name? What does he look like? Yikes, questions. His name is Joshua. He has black hair and amber eyes, and he's pretty handsome, I guess. Actually, you'd really call him more beautiful than handsome, really. Huh? Beautiful? Now let's just say that he made a great princess in a certain play. In fact, it looked amazing on him. Wow, that sounds fun. Can I meet him? When are you seeing him again, huh? I don't really know, actually. Oh, you don't know when you'll see him again, and that's why you look sad, right? Sort of, but I'm okay. I'm gonna find him and drag him back home, even if it takes years. Why did you seem so sad? Well, because I'm sure Joshua's off somewhere in way over his head, and I can't do anything to help him. That makes me sad, I guess. Sorry, Renee. This must be pretty boring since you don't know Joshua at all. No way, it's neat. Joshua has a really wonderful was a really wonderful person, huh? Wonderful? Actually, right now, I think he's a bit of a jerk. I mean, talk about selfish ways of saying goodbye, taking my first... First what? Nothing at all. Okay, yep, I'm all tired. Time to go to sleep. Hey, no fair. I'm not gonna sleep until I hear the whole thing. Boy, I messed that one up. After that, Estelle and Renee went to bed, but remained awake for a little while talking about various things. Eventually, when she could hear nothing but Renee's slow, peaceful breathing, Estelle gave in to the exhaustion which had been piling up on her eyeballs and fell into sleep herself. Bingo! Yep, looks like we found our rats. They're holed up in the old mine, huh? Not a bad spot, all things considered. This is where those Sky Bandits kept that ship they hijacked, right? I think so, yeah. Estelle and her team ended up fighting the bandits in a big central hollow a bit further in. A nice big open space, huh? I bet our guys are in the same spot. What do you think? Going for their heroic charge now, or...? Yeah, we don't have time to contact anyone. No heroics, though, at least not yet. First we sneak in and take a look at how many men they got in there. Right behind you. That's weird. This is definitely their hideout. Where the hell is everyone? Yeah, we totally tracked them here. So where'd all those intelligence weirdos go? They might have figured out we were onto them, but screw it. Let's have a look around. No good. This place is an empty shell. You see anything, Agate? Not a friggin' thing. Can't even tell if they're just out or if they ditched the place or what. Not even any clues as to where they went. About that. I didn't find any mention of where they were going. But I did find this over in that tent. Oh hey, let me have a look. The hell is... These are blueprints of some kind. Looks like it's for something called the Orguel. Kinda looks like a vehicle of some sort. Ew, Orguel. That sounds cool. What is it? Some kind of airship? I can't really tell. Seems a bit small for one. What the? What's wrong? There's some kind of note in between the pages. I've sent out the invitations. I got the table and chairs ready. Everything's ready for the tea party. Now all I need is to bake some crumpets and wait for the guests to arrive. Aw, a tea party. That's really cute. It's like something out of a storybook. Some kind of code, I guess. The hell does it mean, though? Tea party? Gotta be some kind of... Scatter. Ah! No way, how'd they sneak up on us? Those are some serious stealth skills, guys. That's how they trick you learn from the Lieutenant Red? Agate? Yeah, I see it. Something wrong here. Okay, feint to the side, crush one corner of the triangle, then we'll take out the rest. You ready? Leave it to me. Go! Okay. Alright, let's see what we got here. Alright. Whew. What's with these guys? I mean, you beat them, so whatever, but that was a strange fight. You think they were on drugs or something? I remember hearing they used something like that to control some thugs in Rouen, I think? Nah, that was different. This is like hacking at a stone, or... Hands Leona a dress. Good night. Going to bed for work tomorrow. Why are you handing me a dress? Haha. What great fun. You two aren't half bad, are you? What a treat. You. Haha. I'm Enforcer number 0, Campanella the Fool. I am but one hand of the Society of Ouroboros. Oro. Finally decided to show your face, huh? Just what's your scheme anyway? What the hell you plan on doing with what's left of the intelligence idiots? I'm sorry, I'm afraid I'm a little more than an observer this time. You're asking the wrong person if you want details about the plan. In fact, I barely know them myself. Well, normally you wear dresses, Leona. Oh. But I was wondering if you had a special thing planned. I haven't worn a dress yet. I've worn skirts. But I haven't found a dress that I'd like to wear yet. An observer? The hell? Anyway, if you want to attend the tea party, you'd better hurry. Xana, I do not pee on dresses. Not quite sure where it's being held, but it isn't here. Or shall we share some coffee instead and enjoy the dawn together? Kid? You look pretty young. Are you really part of the society? I don't mean to be insulting or anything, but you might want to get away from them. They're bad people. You're very kind, miss. But you know, it's okay to laugh at a fool. That's what he's there for. But worrying about the fool? No, that's quite rude. Huh? But what? How the hell we beat them senseless? Ah, you bracers really are naive. If you really want to defeat someone, you have to break them into pieces. Like so. Hey! You little... that's... How could you? Haha, did I surprise you? It's so easy to break even a well-made toy, isn't it? But I'm afraid that's the end of the Fool's show for tonight. Farewell, hopefully I can give you an encore someday. Get back here. Using a dress to pee on when I'm right... Thanksy. Agate, I know. They weren't guilty of any crime so bad they deserve to die like this. We can't leave them here, just laying around. Hey, go kill some time somewhere, alright? Kids like you don't need to deal with this. I'll take care of it. But... What? The hell? Agate, I think this arm is fake. You're kidding. Gears, springs, quartz fragments. These things are archaisms, orbital machines capable of independent action. What? And who are you? Don't worry, I'm no enemy. I'm Kevin Graham of the Septian Church. You're Agate Crossner and Analyst Elf Elfiad, right? I don't suppose you'll be up for swapping some stories, would you? Arrgh. Kyle, you're up. Here I come. Is that? Okay. Joshua. Impressive as always, Joshua. These three were impressive too. We defeated them in a single sweep thanks to your combo attack. Cut it out. Flattery will get you nowhere. This is, like the 10th group, isn't it? How many more do we need to hunt down? This should be enough. The Royal Army should move soon, so it would probably be best for us to disappear. Right then. Well, still, just what is a society trying to do? Why use these dolls dressed up as Richard's goons? That's the real question, though. Where are the rest of the intelligence men? They've probably gone to the tea party in that note. The dolls are likely to distract the army from that and make them think Richard's men are still active here. Makes sense, I guess. Wish we knew what the hell the tea party was. Well, we don't have much of a reason to help, but... Sure you don't want to crash that tea party? Bracers should be investigating that camp by now. We can leave it to the army and the guild. Yeah, we left them a note and plans. That'll be more than enough. We're taking care of all these frickin' puppet things while the guild's busy. We can leave the rest of the airhead and her group, right? Sorry. Didn't mean to pick an old wound or anything. No, you didn't. They have nothing to do with me anymore. Once the tea party begins, the army will be focused on that. We can move once that happens. Right then. Time to get busy. Thank you for the hydrate thing, C. And this is probably a good point to sleep. Next day, Estelle went to the Urbe Royal Villa to give Sid the report on the letters. I see, this report is very thorough. Thank you very much, you investigated this quite well. I guess, I'm still kind of miffed you couldn't find out who sent the letters, to be honest. That's more than enough information for an initial investigation. I doubted we'd uncover the party responsible for the threats at this stage anyway. If anything, this gave me exactly what I needed, information to consider what we might need to defend against. Thank you, Colonel. So how have your preparations been going? We finished our initial deployment yesterday. We'll be using the villa as a patrol headquarters until the signing ceremony is concluded. That's why there were so many soldiers out and about. You think that's why there was, like, no monsters on the road over here? We conducted an extensive monster hunting sweep this morning. We'll be performing them periodically until the ceremony ends. My Colonel, keep doing that and you might put us out of a job. Well, you have something of a point. Speaking of civilian concerns, about that girl's parents, the ones you mentioned yesterday, I haven't heard any reports that they've gone through any of the regional gate posts. Nuts, nothing to do but wait, I guess. I will let the guild know the instant we hear anything. For the moment, you've done fine work with this investigation. I'll have your payment wired to the guild ASAP. Thanks, Colonel Sid. But, what should we do now? You want us to help out with the patrols in the capital once we get back? Well, if you plan on staying in Gransel, I wouldn't turn away the help. I do know you're very busy with other matters. However, I won't insist on you staying. Well, we still have Renee's situation to deal with, so we'll talk to Elnan about it when we get back. Yes, that seems like the best idea. Sir, excuse me, sir. Belk, what's wrong? Don't worry, these people can be trusted. Very well, sir. We've received a phone transmission from headquarters at Leaston, sir. Remnants of the Intelligence Division have been sighted in the Bose region. What? You're kidding. Details, man, explain. They are first sighted by some bracers. I'm afraid we don't have all the details on their confrontation yet. However, General Bright has ordered all army stations to stand by at level 2 alert. I see. Thank you, Mr. Belk. I suspect we're going to be busy fairly soon. Seems like it. Estelle, we should get back to the guild at once. Colonel Sid, good luck with your patrols and stuff. Stay safe, friends. Thanks for watching. You can also catch my streams on twitch.tv/transleona to join in on the fun. Can't wait to see you there.